Hello everyone. In my latest column for ThePrint, I write about China's normative challenge to other countries in Southeast Asia in context of the South China Sea dispute. The reason we are talking about this dispute again is because the Malaysian Foreign Minister Saifuddin Abdullah mentioned that China has stopped talking about 9-line in its diplomatic meetings with other countries, and the Foreign Minister mentioned that China now talks about a concept called Forsha. Forsha translates into English as four sands. It's a concept that goes back to at least the 1990s and even earlier, when China began emphasizing its role in South China Sea and its claim on South China Sea. But how are these two events in 2016 linked with what is happening with Forsha in the present context? It is connected through a strategy that China has used in South China Sea. China is not abandoning the UNCLOS agreement that it had ratified back in 1996. UNCLOS is the United Nations Convention of the Law of the Sea. This is a convention that many major countries, which are coastal nations, have signed on to. US is one of the big countries that has not ratified the agreement, and China again and again mentions this because US talks about China's own actions in South China Sea while it has on its own not ratified the agreement. So these are the tensions between US and China in South China Sea, but the tensions have remained there between China and Philippines as well. After the decision that came out in 2016, it had appeared that Philippines was going to step back from the kind of tensions that had prevailed when Duterte flew to Beijing and tried to gain more deals from the Belt and Road Initiative. But that has not really panned out. With what we have seen recently, Philippines is now looking to purchase the BrahMos missile system to challenge China in South China Sea. So China's attempt to create new norms in South China Sea has not exactly worked out. There is not only challenge from the United States, but also Philippines is stepping up its own defense through the purchase of BrahMos missile system. So the lawfare strategy that China was hoping to use to achieve a goal in South China Sea has only partially worked, and now it's moving towards a new strategy, which is to mention something called Forsha. Forsha are the four islands, the main four islands that China has militarized, and it wants to use these islands to fit into the negotiations and the convention of the UNCLOS, where the UNCLOS convention says that if significant island features exist in an island nation's territory, then they can claim the ocean features around that. And China is not exactly a coastal nation. China is more like a continental nation state. So it's trying to be a coastal nation by creating the idea of these four islands which are in South China Sea. And that's not going to work because experts have already pointed out it's not going to qualify as one of the articles of the